Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the TV50's telecast of Green Machine Football. My name is Bob Pettit, along with Coach Pat Mitchell, here to bring you the action tonight. Thanks for joining us. And we got a cool evening, Coach Mitchell.
I know. The weather is a bother. It got chilly all of a sudden. I can't believe it snowed today. Looked out the window and there's the places around. That was pretty cool though. But we just skip them all and go right into winter.
Getting ready for playoff football here, and we're hoping this would be a big step into getting towards that playoff. If we can pick up a victory here against Sycamore.
Right, got to find it. Got to find one of the wins between either today or next Thursday or next Friday up in DeKalb. So you might as well get it out of the way tonight.
Sycamore Spartans come in at 5-2, and created quite an obstacle for the Green Machine here. The Green Machine at 4-3 need to pick up at least one victory and hopefully two in these final 2 weeks.
Right, and I've noticed, this year they're 5-2, but they had a close one with Morris here last week, I think, when we were up in Ottawa, and that's. But their first loss was to DeKalb. They played at Husky Stadium here in about week 4. Scored within the last minute. DeKalb scored within the last minute and beat them 17-14. But they've been good. It's been a few years since we played them. I know that's going to be quite the test tonight for our boys.
DeKalb at 6-1, highly rated in Class 6A. So obviously a good test, and losing to them is no shame. So Sycamore's come in with the Spartans come in with a nice 5-2 record, and Leafs have been playing well. Leafs have been making some progress here, and should be a great contest.
I like how you said that, making some progress, making some strides. Stuff you can build off of, stuff that confidence does wonders for your team. Generally
healthy, as far as we know.
Right. I know Kyle Hofer's still out. He's home. I think he's home trying to recuperate from knee issues. He's lost for the year, and that's the only it's bad for this year, but he does have another year to get healthy and come back and play.
Leafs are going to kick off here to open the ball game, and we're about ready for kickoff. And here we go. It's deep kick. Going to be received about the fumble. It's on the ground at the 15-yard line. Picks it up. Scrambles to about the 22-yard line. Picked it up maybe about 5 yards after the fumble.
Right. Looks like Dominic DeBoof finished him off there. A lot of times those are advantage to the return team because they fumble and the coverage guys, they come inside, and the guy will get it and then bounce outside. But our coverage guys are down there fast enough, so we wrapped him up right away.
So here we go, 1st and 10 on the 22-yard line of Sycamore. Snap. Little right up the middle. Looked like a little reverse action. He's still fighting, and the crowd is pushing. The huddle is just keep moving, but it's not going to pick up much. He's going to get a couple.
Right, they're in shotgun, but they still have 3 backs. They have the 2 wings and then like an offset fullback, and this time giving it to the offset fullback back to the right side. One of the things I also noticed before the game is a guy by the name of Kevin Crandall is an assistant coach at Sycamore. Kevin Crandall was the head coach at Rochelle for all the way up until last year from back in the mid-'90s. So I'm sure he knows a little bit about this rival, about Geneseo.
He's not listed here. I was not aware of that. Here we go, 2nd down. Snapping the shotgun. Quarterback keeps it up the middle. He picks up a couple more. He's going to be down at the 25.5-yard line.
Yeah, we very disciplined on that one. This is the type of offense they're doing. The quarterbacks reading the defensive end, or reading the tackle, whoever the unblocked guy is, and determine if he's going to give the ball or keep the ball. Everybody has to do their job on option. Everybody's designed it. They got a key to read, and they've got to do their job. Nice job there.
3rd and 7 for Sycamore. Leafs would like to get a stop here on this opening drive. We're just underway. Drop back to pass. He pulls it in, rolls out left, rolls out right. He's being chased. He throws it up in the air, and it's going to be incomplete.
That's very nice. Good pass coverage. I'd give that not a coverage sack, but definitely coverage downfield. Quarterback did a nice job escaping the first initial rush. But hey, getting off the field, that's going to be one of the keys tonight for our defense, is get themselves off the field.
Looked like he was going to try to run up the middle, and then he went to the left side, and then he went to the right side. The Leafs pursued him all the way, and they're going to receive a punt here, hopefully. Ball settled on about the 25-yard line. Will be kicking. The ball is fumbled. It's down on the 8-yard line. He kicks it away. He picked it up. It's a short pooch kick, but he got a really good Sycamore bounce, and it rolls across 50-yard line. Boy, it's still rolling down to the 44-yard line of Geneseo. So the Leafs will start on their own 44.
Nice
That's
job.
not bad field position.
No, that's good field position, but nice job of that punter actually getting that off, because he had, it was E6 there from the shortstop. Ball rolled between his legs, but he was able to recover. He didn't panic. That was the key, and he was able to get the punt off. In other words, that could have been disastrous for the Spartans.
It wasn't a heavy rush, otherwise it might have been more disastrous. Could have been down about the 8-yard line. As it is, the Leafs start. Brooker under center, hands it off to McAvoy up middle. He's going to pick up a couple. They're going to whistle. He's across 45-yard line to the 46, and it'll be 2nd and 8.
That wasn't 34 cross, but more like 32 cross, where the right guard pulled, and we went up into the 2-hole with the fullback. It's just a fullback trap play, but outside the tackle.
Leaf defense gets a 3 and out on Sycamore, has the ball on their own 46 now, driving. We've only played about 2 minutes of this game. Handoff up the middle again to McAvoy, and he plows forward for a few more.
Right, you got to get 3. We're sitting at 3rd and 6 now with 9.5 minutes to go in a 0-0 ball game, but 9.5 minutes first quarter, I should say. We're just testing things out here, seeing what type of defense they're playing, see if we can find a little weak spot somewhere.
So far, it's been 2 up the middle to the fullback. Brooker under center, leaves in tight, drops back to pass, throws the ball wide on the side, and there it's going to be a forward pass. They were bouncing on that thing like it might have been a lateral, but I believe it was about a yard forward. Right. And it's going to bring up 4th down for the Leafs, so it's going to be 3 and out for Sycamore and 3 and out for the Leafs. And battle of defense so far.
I mean, definitely an incomplete pass. That ball hit the turf. So now we got to see if we can get them down inside the 20. Not able to do anything with the good field position, but we'll see if we can get them down inside the 20.
Mosier back to punt. And we got a flag here thrown. Not sure what we're calling here. The Leafs are clapping, so it's going to be against the Spartans. But it's not going to be enough.
They got 12 on the field, Coach.
It's not going to be enough for a first down, though.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12.
So Coach just moves the ball across the 50-yard line. It's going to be 4th and short.
It's still got 12 on the field. They haven't left. Now, here comes one off.
Number 1.
That leaves them 11. Now you got a decision to make. You got a decision to make. Got 4th and short.
It's 4th and 1, and the Leafs are still back to punt. They didn't send a play in, so they're not likely going to fake this ball. Here's the long snap to the punter. And Mosier gets kickoff left-footed down about the 13-yard line, and he is nailed at the 13-yard line.
Billy Cosgrave.
Oh, Billy.
Billy down there in a hurry, down inside the 15. So as far as field position battle there, we won that one. Now we got to see if the defense can stay disciplined again and get them off the field.
I don't think Billy even took time to introduce himself. He just kind of threw him to the turf.
That's exactly right. It was a very nice tackle. Those one-on-one open field tackles are very difficult, but he's just done a nice job with that most of the year, all year.
8:52 left to go here in the first quarter, and it's been 3 and out for both teams, and we're back to the Spartans on offense at their own 13-yard line. There's a handoff up the middle. They're going to give him about 4 on that play.
All right, there's a good old double wing. We should be well-versed in that type of offense, or what we call ace formation. But I'm not sure. I'm just seeing that left guard is back almost in the backfield. I'm not so sure he's on the line of scrimmage.
Close to illegal.
Yeah.
Here comes the play. And we understand that we can expect a lot of different things. They might be wide out, and they might be tight.
Right.
Here we got a couple wide outs here, shotgun formation. And the snap is good. It's handoff. Nope, quarterback keeps up the middle, does not pick up much. Just about back to the line of scrimmage, maybe a yard.
Well played by the defense again as far as discipline and doing your job. You know, whoever's responsible for the quarterback needs to make sure he doesn't give up on that quarterback, because that quarterback does a real nice job so far the first couple plays of reading that thing, and it's a good fake. He'll get that ball in the belly and ride it for a long time. So just got to make sure we keep doing that.
4 wideouts, 3 on the long side over here near our near side. Drop back pass, throws it on the wing, stopped. Oh, he's going to be really close, but he is going to be short of the first down, and they're going to have that decision. It's going to be 4th and short.
Right. Their decision a little easier because they're inside the 25. But yeah, that could have got ugly there because it was well played initially. You know, and with Zach Olson finishing off the tackle along with Billy Cosgrave. And then Josh Beath coming from the linebacker spot.
Had 3 wideouts on that side, so there's a couple of blockers ahead of him. They threw to the deep back, or the deep receiver. And here comes punt formation. Once again, he runs, he kicks, and he shanks it to the right side. That's not going to net much yardage. The Leafs are going to get the football in great field position in Sycamore territory.
We're going to be inside the 40, I think.
Let's see where they spot this thing.
Keep going, boom. Kind of reminds me of that Price is Right game where they're yodeling and he's going up the edge, waiting for him to fall off. But that's another good defensive series for the Leafs, and we have got to take care of this, take advantage of this great field position here.
This is the 4th possession of the game, and we haven't seen a first down yet.
Right.
So this is a defensive contest. Leafs would like to break that string right here. Brooker under center, hands it off on the near side here.
Zach Olson
on the carry on the left side. He's going to pick up about 5.
Little 46 counter action here. About 6.5 minutes to go in the first quarter with no score. So yeah, just that's better. Now you got second and 5. It's easier to make decisions now.
Like I said, Coach, they run the wing tee, so they should probably be able to defend that as well. Full back up the middle, and McAvoy's got some space. He's across the 25. He's going to pick up a first down to the 22-yard line.
Right, fullback off tackle, looked at belly 38 for the first down of the game, and just like that, just keep. Doesn't have. We don't have to score a touchdown on every play. 4 yards, 5 yards, eat up some clock. That works wonders.
It helps if you score a touchdown on the final play of the drive, though.
Yes, and most indeed.
Once again, Brooker under center, hands off on the counter one more time. He's loose. It's Olsen loose. He's in the score. Touchdown, Geneseo. We got a yellow flag. Yeah, we're going to get a holding against Geneseo. We're going to pull that one back. Yikes.
Yeah,
it's thrown right at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage, so probably had some bearing on the play.
I think we got a guy reaching and not allowing him to get to make the play, but very nice. Hey, that's one of those things where that play was successful. I don't think that holding made the difference one way or the other. Let's come back and do it again. It gives you confidence.
Zach Olson on the run. Again, a little bit of a counteraction, and they don't know what's coming. Leafs are mixing it up now and not knowing what to expect. The Spartans have first and 20, I'm sorry. That ball's handed off up the middle on the left side over here, just slightly on the left side to Olsen. He's going to pick up just a couple.
Right, the one positive out of that is the penalty happened on first down, so you still have 4 downs. We're definitely in the 4-down territory. Maybe get yourself into field goal position as well. So still a chance to score some points here, but we do got to advance the ball a little farther.
But the 10-yard penalty did make it 1st and 20, and we sit here at about 2nd and 18. Would be really nice to have a big pickup here. Brooker under center. There's the snap. Looks, drops back, throws it out wide to the right, and a nice move after the catch.
Tell you what, that was an outstanding throw to Billy Cosgrave.
Yeah, Billy Cosgrave again.
Outstanding pitch and catch. Billy Cosgrave just running a little out route.
Nice little spin move after the catch. Picks up another 5 yards after the catch. Moves it down to 3rd and 7 on the 18-yard line.
3rd and long, but it's still better than having to get by 2 sticks on 3rd down.
We're still in the first quarter here. 4.5 minutes left to go in the first quarter. This is the 4th possession. Then the first 3 were 3 and out, but the Leafs are driving. There's a handoff to the fullback, McAvoy. He's driving his legs, pushing really close to the first down. It's going to be very close, depending on the spot.
We're going to be sitting at about 4th and 1.
Now the guy on the near sideline has a better spot than the guy on the far sideline.
They're going to call it 2. Looks like 1 from here, but yeah, here it is. We'll find out early now.
It's either a 30-yard field goal, which is no gimme, or you got to find out what you got here. We're going to call it 4th and 2 for the Leafs. Here's Brooker, hands it off up the middle, and it's a fullback, McAvoy, and he's going to get enough for the first down. He's down near the 10-yard line.
Right, look like a little 37 or 38. McAvoy just bowling his way for 3 yards.
Nice surge.
37 power.
Very nice surge on the offensive line, because there was some running room. It wasn't wide open, but that defensive line did have to take a couple steps back. Here come the Leafs, first down, fresh set of downs after being having a 20-yard. There's a counter action again to Olsen, and he's going to pick up about 3 again.
Right, that's a 48 trap. It's the difference between the counter and the trap. Is the counter is an inside handoff. This is an outside handoff. But you fake to the fullback one way and give it to the wing back coming back through the 8 hole.
Second and 7 for the Leafs on the 7-yard line. Brooker under center one more time. The Leafs in tight. Pitch outside, out on the wing on the left. Fighting for yardage, but he's not going to get it. He's going to be stopped right about the line of scrimmage.
Looks like we're going to give him about a yard. Very nice job by Sycamore getting into the field position and making sure Olsen could not cut back upfield.
Brings up a 3rd and 6 for the Maple Leafs.
Got about 2.5 minutes to go in this first quarter. Still got an opportunity to get a first down. About the 2-yard line, 1-yard line.
Here we go, 3rd and 5. There's that sweep to the right side again, the trap to the right side, and he is not going to get a lot of yards on that play.
No, that's kind of a slow developing play, and it's just hard to sustain a block for that long time. More of the 22 trap that time, except it's a little pitch.
So we're going to have 4th and 5, and we are going to try to put 3 points on the board. You can't come down this far and not come away with points.
You're most definitely.
Carson Kokett with the boot. Up and good, right through the middle. So the Leafs score first, 3-0 Maple Leafs. 1 minute and 37 seconds left to go here in the first quarter on their second possession. Leafs find pay dirt with a field goal.
Couldn't totally overcome the holding penalty. Had a touchdown call back there, but yeah, you're exactly right. You need to get points on the board. We did that, and now let's put it into the hands of the defense again, and see if we can keep playing that disciplined style of defense.
It's always a little painful to get down to the 5-yard line and settle for 3, but you got to have the points.
Right, that is 10 plays, and we only went 28 yards. 28 yards and 10 plays. Took 5 minutes and 11 seconds off the clock. Finished up with a 24-yard field goal by Carson Kokett.
That doesn't count the 10 they went back and the 10 they went forward, and they actually, that penalty, as you said, kind of put them in a hole. They did overcome the penalty, but they just didn't overcome the loss of the score. So the Leafs to kick one more time, kicked off to start the ball game, and they have had 2 3-and-outs defensively against the Spartans. Kokett with the long boot again, retreating back to the 10-yard line. It's received, trying to come up the middle. He jukes around a little bit, and he finds the seam up the middle, and he picks it up to about the 30-yard line. He got some blocks, and he found a little seam.
Right, he just kind of, he just didn't take it and go. He kind of hopped around back there, just finding a hole, waiting to see if he could find one of the Maple Leafs out of their lane. And he's wrapped up there by Dominic DeBooth and Bruce Moore. So not too bad. You got 31 at the 31-yard line. First and 10 for Sycamore. A minute and a half to go in the first quarter.
And here comes Sycamore on the attack one more time. Handoff right up the middle. He's bouncing around. He loses the ball. He lost the football. They're going to call it Maple Leaf football. It's Green Machine ball.
It looks like Tannen Rink came up with that ball out from his safety spot. That was just a handoff to the fullback. We'll see here if somebody got a hand in to strip that.
Well, he got hit a couple times. He tried to spin for extra yardage, and in the process,
right,
the ball came out of his right hand.
Peyton Clausen had him around the knees. I think somebody else was able to get a paw in there and knock that thing away. But here we are, great field position again. We must take advantage of it.
It's going to be a Leaf ball at the 35-yard line of Sycamore. First and 10. Handoff wide. It's Colton Piskey. He's not going to get anywhere. They're going to give him a loss, I believe, of about a yard.
Right, their middle linebacker come out of nowhere. He's got somebody. Yep, he was just keying right on Piskey. Had a bullseye on Colton there and was able to come untouched.
Which is kind of strange. He hasn't touched the ball yet today.
Right.
And first time he's carrying, they're keying on him. Snap goes, Brooker drops back. He throws it downfield, and it's going to fall incomplete. He's hit. As he let go of the football, there are no flags, so it must have been clean. It's going to be 3rd and 11.
Right. Sycamore's defense has morphed into a 6-2. It was a 4-4 originally, but the outside linebackers stepping up. We just didn't quite get to the unblocked defensive end in time to knock him off his course.
Jaron Brooker comes over to see what coach has got up his sleeve. Coach Johnson, they got to roll it here because the clock is rolling. Kicking down to 10, 9, 8. They're going to have to get this snap off. But this is a critical play, 3rd and 11. You're not exactly in punt territory. You're not really in 4th down territory really well. Booker, the pass is caught. Right at just enough for the first down to move the chains. It's going to be a 13-yard pass play.
Right, Brooker to Cosgrave again. That was successful earlier tonight, and now it's successful again. But I don't know if you caught that. We were in shotgun.
Yeah, we were.
Yeah.
And that was a bullet. He hit Cosgrave right about the knees. He just went down and got it and stayed down. He knew he had enough for the first down. He did a nice little hook right there at the first down yard. 2 yards past the yard marker, and well-executed play.
Right, and the only person that was going to be able to catch it was Billy, so that was a very nice ball.
So the Leafs have it on the 23-yard line of the Spartans. Here's a handoff to McAvoy, and he pounds through, gets across to the 20. And that pile gets pushed back, a little extracurricular activity going on after the whistle, but boys will be boys, I guess.
Yeah, that play's going to take us to the end of the first quarter. I'm sure that was the last play of the first quarter. Yep, here they come to the sideline. But nice quarter for the Leafs. You know, you just want to shorten this game as much as possible, give yourself an opportunity in the fourth quarter. And we won the first quarter. Now let's see if we can go win the second quarter.
So at the end of one quarter play, it's Geneseo 3, Sycamore 0.
This TV 50 broadcast is sponsored in part by Hazelwood Homes, Geneseo Dairy Queen, Eric Henderson and Jolene Barnes of Country Financial, Turpins of Geneseo, Geneseo Communications, Central Bank, B&B Lawn Equipment and Cyclery, Vandemore Funeral Homes, Hammond Henry Hospital, ProTech Auto Body, Borac Pharmacy, Liberty Village, Farmers National Bank, Pinks Paint and Body, Edwards Ready Mix. Please thank our sponsors for their support of this TV50 broadcast.
Thanks for joining us tonight here on TV50 for this broadcast of the Green Machine versus the Sycamore Spartans. First quarter was pretty much all Maple Leafs. The Sycamore has not got a first down, if I remember right.
Right. They've made a couple mistakes, and we were able to capitalize on them. We need to capitalize on their next mistake.
And here comes the Leafs, pitched out wide. Olsen trying to get outside, and he's not going to get it. He's going to get about to the line of scrimmage, and it's going to be 3rd and about 5.
Right, that was sniffed out well. They've moved back to a 4-man front.
We'll call it 3rd and 6 on that spot.
Right.
So once again, I don't know if you're in field goal range. You really want to get this in doable range. If you don't get a first down in this play, you want to be in doable range for a first down on 4th.
Most
As you said, Coach, they gave us
timeout.
They gave us this ball. It's going to be a timeout, Leafs, so we can talk about it. You get to talk about it.
I know. In 8th grade football.
They gave us the football in pretty good position, Coach, and you said that you got to capitalize.
Yeah.
I think you're right.
In 8th grade football, I mean, to me, it's you got 2 downs to make 6 yards. So, you don't necessarily have to throw the ball here. You don't have to go get it all here on this play. If you can get it into striking distance like you did earlier. We did it earlier on the drive that led to the field goal. But, if they're going to keep giving you gifts, you've got to make sure you open the gift and take advantage of their mistakes. So,
well, the previous 2 drive, where they are actually on this particular drive, and then the previous drive where they had 3rd and substantial yardage, they did throw the ball.
And right, that's true.
And they still could. But you are correct. If they could pick up 4 or 5 here and have it 4th and short, I think they might be okay with that too.
Right, I totally agree. Sycamore looks like they're coming out into they're in a almost like a 5-2 right now.
There goes a whistle. That ball was going to be a fullback. That was going to be handed off to McAvoy up the middle, and they were just going to try to blow a hole on the left side.
Oh,
wow,
that helps.
That's going to help a lot. 3rd and 1 is a lot easier than 3rd and 7 or 6.
Now it's 2 downs to make 1.
Yeah, 3rd and a yard. That's a lot better than
odds.
3rd and 6.
Wouldn't be surprised who's going to get the ball. My guess is McAvoy.
Well, he got it on that play. They might surprise him. Hands that ball off. First man through. It's McAvoy, and he's pounding. He's got first down and more. Not a lot more, though.
Nope. But enough.
He moves the chains. It's going to be a fresh set of downs.
Well, they found something with 37 power where they feel like they can get 2 yards at any time with that play. Colton Piskett, lead blocker, getting up in there and picking off a linebacker. Up front guys making sure they get at least a stalemate with the defensive lineman. But a new set of downs and a chance to get a first down with 11 minutes to go in the 2nd quarter.
Ball sets on the 12, so they do have an opportunity to get a first down here. Ball handed off to the right side. Picked up about 3. Was that Piskey on the right?
Yes.
It was Colton Piskey on the carry.
Yeah, it's kind of a tendency breaker type play where you've got motion by Olsen coming, making it look like it might be belly 48, but then he stops and turns it back up and makes it fake 36, 23 power. So able to get 3, I'll be happy with 3 more 3-yard plays. Get us another first down.
We're in the 2nd period here. 10.5 minutes left to go in the half. Leafs up by 3, trying to pick up some more. There's a pitch wide on the right side to Piskey. He loses his balance and trips, and he is going to get down to the 2. It's really close to a first down.
Let to see. They might even come out and.
I never realized how hard it is to say pitch to Piskey. Should have thought about that. Should have practiced that at home.
So was that a perfect Piskey pitch?
Perfect Piskey pitch. They're going to measure this one on the 2-yard line. It's going to be either 1st and goal or 3rd and inches.
I'll be totally honest, I'm good with either one. I mean, because 3rd and inches, you still go get your first down, you get a couple more yards, you know, or even another yard, and it makes it closer on 1st and goal. But we'll see here. Take the link out of the chain. And we're first down. So the Leafs, with a 3-0 lead here with 10 minutes and 10 seconds left to go in the first half, are trying to get the 6-pointer here this time. They were down to the 5 and had to settle for a field goal last possession. When you're on offense, you like to hear when the official says, hey, just the box. Just the box. That means you're inside the 10-yard line.
Yep. 1st and goal. Here come the Leafs. Up in that tight formation. And Brooker under center, not in the shotgun here. Hand that ball off to the full. No, that was Pischke again.
Right, little 23 power. Looks like we got about a yard. You know, the play started at the 2. Looks like we're down to the 1.
Man, I thought they were. I thought for sure he's going to hand that baby to McAvoy, and he got the second man through. 9:43.
Right, those linebackers.
Clock ticking away.
They're not playing. The Sycamore is doing it right. They're not playing defense in the end zone. Those linebackers are stepping up almost to the line of scrimmage.
Picked up 1 yard on that play. They need another.
Oh, no.
We're going to have a violation against the Leafs. It was 2nd and goal on the 1, and we're going to move it back to the 6. We had a false start here. Somebody picked up their hand, and we're not going to call out names here.
Yeah, those are the mistakes you can't have. You cannot have those mistakes at this point. I mean,
well, this is where you pick up your teammates.
Yes.
This is where the linemen want to just throw a smashing block and create a hole here and take this baby into pay dirt. That ball come off the left side and it's going nowhere. That's McAvoy. Hey, that pile's still moving. He picked up more than he thought he would, but he just gets back to the 6-yard line. He was stuffed about 2 yards deep into the backfield.
Right, they had a read on something there and brought everybody to the middle, you know, inside the tackle. So I wouldn't be surprised to see us go outside, bringing in Beneke, sophomore receiver, maybe throw it up to him.
Yeah, they throw that little jump pass that they used to throw to Drew Himmelman. Not quite the same height. There it is. That's the jump pass. Oh, there. He was Pischke or Beneke holding his hands out like, you know, there was a little contact there, but that ball was well overthrown.
Yeah, there was a little contact there, but they're playing like a bump and run coverage. They're playing man, and the defensive back was right on top of him, wasn't letting him off the line of scrimmage to get into that. So looks like they have to settle for another field goal.
Well, they've had a couple owies in these 2 drives, but they pop up. The field goal is good, so it's going to be 6-0 in favor of the Leafs. Had a couple little stub toes here, but that, you know, when you're 2nd and 1 on the 1-yard line, you hope to get in, but the penalty really set up the field goal. 8 minutes and 35 seconds left to go in the first half. The Leafs up 6-0.
Right. I mean, once again, you almost feel like you left points on the field that time. So.
Well, down to the 5-yard line twice, you'd hope something
right.
would turn into a touchdown. But you know what? As long as Sycamore has a 0 on the board, you know you're still in pretty good shape.
Right. Here we go. The drive is 12 plays for 29 yards. I mean, you can tell we're getting a good field position. 4 minutes and 48 seconds off the clock, and another Carson Kokett 24-yard field goal. But now here's opportunity for defense. You know, let's step it up, see if we can do it again defense. And, of course, before that, you got to take care of the kickoff.
You mentioned earlier, Coach, that you want the Leafs to keep their defense off the field, which they have for the first 16 minutes of this game. The Leaf defense has really not been on the field a lot, and the Spartan defense has been on the field a lot.
You bet.
You hope that comes to play to their advantage later in the game. So for the 3rd time, Carson Kokett lines up to kick the ball off. This one is another fairly deep ball going to be received at the 12-yard line. Again, trying to read through, finds a little bit of a seam. It's a big seam. He's at cross midfield, and he's going to go all the way. He's going to return this baby all the way back for a touchdown. See no laundry on the field. Touchdown, Sycamore.
That's the same thing he did on the previous kickoff where he almost broke.
He did. He was very patient.
Yep.
He waited for the blocks to develop, found that seam, and broke it open.
All right, right up the middle.
Seems so easy.
Be totally honest with you, it's one of the reasons why at the middle, at the 8th grade, we never kick it like that. We always kick him to a sideline.
Well, that ball was received at the 12-yard line, so we're going to have to call that one an 88-yard return. And the Spartans line up for the extra point. To take the lead. Score stands at 6-6. And it's a loose, it's either a loose snap, there's a pass play, it's knocked down. The score is going to remain 6-6. Was that an errant snap, or was that?
Yeah, it was a high snap.
Okay.
Holder just took it and tried to do what he could with it.
It didn't look like it was a conceived play because the receivers were just kind of improvising.
They were slow getting off the line of scrimmage, but we catch another break. But the disappointing part is they return the kickoff and our offense goes back on the field. Now we got to really eat up some clock and have put a decent drive together.
Well, our defense wasn't on the field long.
No.
So they at least get the ball back here. So if you put it in perspective, you're looking for that positive perspective. At the beginning of the game, the Leafs were kicking off, and the score was tied. And now we're receiving, and the score is tied.
Right.
Does that give us an advantage?
You've shortened the game.
Shortened the game a little bit. 6-6 is the score. 8 minutes and 20 seconds left to go in the first half. Leafs with 2 field goals, and the Spartans with a kickoff return of 88 yards. This will be the first kickoff by Sycamore. Leafs back too deep in the backfield. It is going to be received on the 20-yard line. Cuts up the left side. Is that Olsen?
Yes.
Zach Olsen on the return.
Hopefully you can put together another scoring drive. You know, you got 8:15 to go in the second quarter. Score tied. If you can put together another scoring drive, you'll be eating up most of the clock probably. Obviously, unless we score quickly, and then you get the ball to start the third quarter.
That's about 11-yard return, bringing it from the 20 up to the 31-yard line. Geneseo in their own territory to start this drive. And here we go. They haven't had a long sustained drive. The other drives were opportunistic. That ball off the right side, and it is just hammered at the line of scrimmage. Boom, was that Pischke with the football. Just got blasted at the line of scrimmage.
All right, that time Sycamore put 7 guys on the line of scrimmage with 2 linebackers. You can see the guy come up.
Beneke checks in for Billy Cosgrave with the magic play. 7:52, clock ticking away here in the first half. 6-6 the score. Sycamore the favorite, but the Leafs are battling, have had the ball. Time of possession is very much in favor of the Leafs. Brooker rolls out right. He almost ate it, but he had a nice move, and that ball is knocked down, incomplete. That ball was thrown downfield about 20 yards, almost intercepted by Sycamore. Brooker did a nice job of avoiding that tackle.
All right, I mean, that he should have been, be honest, should have been sacked for a 6-yard loss, but nice little spin move to get away from the rusher. And then I don't know if he was trying to throw that away or if he actually had eyes on somebody.
It was a little bit scary because there were a lot more white jerseys around the ball than green. So it's going to be 3rd and long for the Leafs here, 3rd and 10. Brooker in the shotgun one more time, rolls left this time, looking for somebody downfield. He decides to roll over and eat it, and he's going to pick up about a yard, and that's it. And it's going to be 4th and 9, so the Leafs are going to have to kick this baby away with 7.5 minutes left in the half. Not a good sign.
Definitely not what you wanted here. No, well, I mean, the defense didn't get a chance after the last Geneseo Maple Leaf kick. Hopefully they can get back on the field and create a turnover or a 3-and-out or something.
Well, give credit to Sycamore on those drives that they held Geneseo to a field goal, but you know, when you're the underdog, like you said, you've got to pick those points up. You can't leave them lay there. And here's the punt down the left sideline. Nice bounce for the Leafs. They're going to call this one out at about the 29-yard line of Sycamore. They take over 1st and 10 at their own 29. Leaf defense hasn't spent a lot of time on it. I don't believe Sycamore's got a first down, but they sure had one nice kickoff return. Right. And that's been the name of the game in this score here. The Leafs have dominated the ball offensively, but the score remains at 6-6, which is really what matters.
Right, 7 minutes, 15 seconds to go here in this second quarter. You want to make sure Sycamore does not score here.
The shotgun formation. It's McConkey, keeps the ball up the middle, and he breaks that thing loose, and he's over across the 40, across the 50. He's across down to the 45 and out of bounds. Just too big of a seam up the middle.
Right. Somebody lost their key on that one. We've been doing a really nice job with the quarterback on that earlier tonight, and that's their first down.
But it was a big first down because he picked up a lot of yardage here, and it's going to be in Geneseo territory at the 43-yard line. 7 minutes left to go here in the first half, and that's plenty of time to go 43 yards.
Right, about 28-yard run there. And the big key there was he's able to flip the field.
They're getting down where they get 4 downs to make something happen. Under center is McConkey, hands off the left side, and that fullback, first man through, just bowls his way down about 6 yards on the play. We're going to get him on the 37-yard line.
Right. That was our old-fashioned. That might be the Crandall influence here on Sycamore. That's belly 48. We study a lot of that from Rochelle. Just seeing if they can pound it right at you.
Sycamore up to the line one more time in shotgun formation. 2 wideouts right. Here's the snap. Handoff. No, he keeps it again up the middle. Oh, and he gets hammered. Nice tackle. You have to get that number, Coach.
Right. That's Josh Beath coming off the bottom of that pile. Yeah, that time there wasn't much of a fake to the fullback. He just kind of gave a quick ball fake, but he didn't ride the fullback. That was quarterback run all the way.
Nice job. That was Josh Beath that put it to him there, and not a lot of space, but it's still going to be 3rd and 2. Picked up a pair on that. Looked like he was going to get more. And up under center is McConkey. Hands up the middle. And look like people diving in there. Look like there's a loose ball again, but they're not. They're calling it dead. On the 34-yard line, we got a Sycamore player down. In pain. He's rolling around. He's not. Yeah, they're going to treat it like a cramp, it looks like. Yeah, they're walking around in circles. Anyway, the ball is on the 34-yard line of the green machine, and it's going to be 4th and a yard.
All right, that's for Sycamore. That's number 58, Zach Kozumplik, 6'1", 170-pound senior. Looks like he's a lineman. We'll have to wait and see. Usually, though, when they send the teams right to the sideline for a drink, that's not a good sign. It means they're going to be there for a while, but or at least they think they are.
While we're waiting for this player to be attended to, with 5 minutes and 39 seconds left to go in the first half, we're tied here at Bob Reed Field, 6-6. In a nice little battle. Leafs have really had the time of possession by a great deal, but they've ended up with 2 field goals, and Sycamore got a touchdown on a kickoff return. Botched snap, left it at 6-6. It looks like they're attending to more than a cramp, or can you tell? Can't tell.
Yeah.
We shouldn't speculate.
No.
So they're looking it over. Officials are looking it over. Big play for both teams right here at a crucial point of the game here as we enter the close of the first half. It's 4th and 1.
One thing I don't think we've mentioned very much, this is senior night for our seniors. This will be their last home game unless we're fortunate enough to get into the playoffs and get a home game of somewhere. But, you know, a lot of 16 of them, I believe they called the names of in the pregame. So 16 guys who've made it through the program, spent a lot of time, a lot of energy, a lot of early mornings lifting during the summer. It's you know, you gotta be really proud of those guys, what they've done for the program and for the community.
And he is not going to walk off on his own power here. You got to have a shoulder on each side of him to help him off the field. Once again, that is number 58, Zach Kozemplik. And the Leafs are going to have to line up here on defense and see how tough their noses are.
Right, 4th and short. Yeah, I guarantee you Sycamore is going to go for it. I don't see them coming out in punt formation.
When the Leafs had 4th and short, Spartan kind of just, like you said, they put everybody in the box and they just came at them, dared them to try something different. It's a tight formation. McConkey under center here for the Spartans. Takes the football, hands it off. No, he keeps it. He goes on the right end, and he's got some room. He's still running around, dancing around there, and he's going to be down to the 25-yard line. And he's going to pick up a first down. No flags on the play. Wow. So Sycamore will have 1st and 10 on the 25-yard line of Geneseo.
He's definitely a playmaker for them. That tells you right there who they want whose hands they want the ball in on a big play. So hopefully we can take advantage of that later on. And
it wasn't a quarterback sneak or even a draw. He just took him around the right side, had him find some space. I couldn't tell if that was a read because he kind of put that ball in the running back's pocket. Hey, there's a nice play for a loss. That's going to be, is that Peyton Clausen?
That's Josh Beath.
That's Josh Beath again.
Got a penalty away from the play, though.
It's going to be against Sycamore.
A little extracurricular activity well away from the play.
It would be nice if that were after the play and be a loss of down. We'll see what it's going to be here. So on the play, it started at the 25-yard line. He was tackled at the 26. And that's going to be a loss of down as well because it's
after the play.
15-yard penalty after the play. So it's going to be a 16-yard loss effectively for that play. And it's going to be second and really long, like 26 yards.
So once again, we catch another break, and it's a matter of we can take advantage of it. Could use another turnover here.
They got some people they got to stop here, make sure they take advantage of this play. 2nd and 26. And here comes the Spartans up to the ball in the shotgun formation. We got a wide out left and 2 wide outs on the right side. Official making sure everybody's set here. I think the sideline official maybe had to talk to the coach and see what was going on. Explain to him what was going on. And here's a snap to the shotgun. It's McConkey rolling out right, throws it downfield, and it's going to be tipped right through the receiver's hands. at the 25-yard line and going to be incomplete, so it's going to be 3rd and 26. Got one more stop to make here, Coach.
Right, just a little high for that receiver to come down and make a clean catch. That wouldn't have got him a first down. That would still left him with 10 yards to go. So,
but the 3rd and 26 is a lot nicer than 3rd and 10.
You bet. But once again, that ball's in the quarterback's hands, letting him make a play. I'm sure if he didn't see nothing downfield, he was just going to take off and run.
Shotgun formation again. 4 wideouts, 3 right. They're going to look like they're going to throw it short, and he cocks it and throws it deep, and his ball is tipped. No, it's incomplete. It was a jump ball. Good coverage down there by the Leafs.
Zach Olson.
Zach Olson on the coverage.
Right.
Everybody giving him the glad hand. I'm sure glad you can see those numbers down there. After my cataract surgery, I might do this again.
Nice little pump fake to the right by the quarterback. He's just trying to freeze the deep guys and throw over top.
And the long snapper has had a little trouble with his snaps today. Not sure if that could happen or not, but the Spartans are in punt formation, runs around right, spends a little time, kicks it down the right sideline, and it's looked like a good kick, but it's going into the end zone. It's going to come out to the 20-yard line. And the Leafs will start from there with 4 minutes and 18 seconds. Got to change the possession. No.
Clock's running. That was almost 10 seconds off the clock.
We usually stop the clock on the change of possession.
Yep.
4 minutes and 13 seconds left to go here in the first half. 4 minutes and 13 is about enough to go.
Right.
80 yards.
Got to have a couple big plays in there.
Brooker hands it off on the left side up the middle to McAvoy. Pounding hard. The line surge and the powerful fullback try to pick up some yardage. We're going to give him a couple. So it's going to be 3rd and 8.
Little 36 cross. That inside linebacker, number 40, he is stepping up. Once he sees moving, he's stepping up, and he's stepping up inside. Our tackle is trying to get a piece of him on the cross play. Tackle usually goes to linebacker on cross, and just doing a nice job. We got to figure out a way to get a piece of that guy.
We need some yardage here because you don't want 3 and out with this much time left on the clock. There's a handoff wide on the left side, and it's a one-man deal. Almost broke that thing, but he picks up about 5.
Zach Olson.
Zach Olson on the left side.
Little belly 48. Now gets you in 3rd and really manageable.
3rd and about 2.5 yards. Yeah, you just got to pick this first down up because you don't want to turn this thing over with 3 minutes left. We got clock ticking away right down to 3 minutes left to go in the half. And you don't want to punt it with this much time left, Coach.
Exactly right. This big play here. Whether we score or not at the end of this drive, this is a big play here.
Just to make sure they don't get the football back.
Correct.
That ball's handed off on the left side. It's not going very far. It's not going anywhere. They're not going to get the first down.
A little 37 power.
McAvoy stopped right at the line of scrimmage, and it's going to be 4th. Matter of fact, they're going to give him a yard loss. So it's going to be 4th and 4.
Right. Sycamore will call timeout to keep as much of that clock as they can for their offense.
2 minutes and 44 seconds left here in the first half, and Sycamore's going to get the football back with enough time with their offense. They can be a little explosive.
Right. I mean, we've already seen that. Number 5 can break off a play at any time, either with his arm or with his legs. So we're really going to be testing the defense here. You after punting this away, you got to make sure you go in with a tie score, at least a tie score.
Number 5 being Grant McConkey, the junior quarterback, is he has to have gained our respect. That has to be part of the topic of discussion at halftime, I would guess, of how we're going to make sure we contain that gentleman in the pocket. Fourth and 4. Leafs will not be going for it.
Doesn't look like Sycamore's set up for a punt block. Looks like they're gonna take the field position they can get.
Ball sits at the 26-yard line of Geneseo. The flag is not blowing, so there really is very little wind factor tonight, which is a little bit crazy. Snap is good. There's the left-footed kick. Nah, yep, they're going to call it poison.
Stop it.
Yep, stop. The ball crosses the 40-yard line of Sycamore, takes a couple bounces in Sycamore's favor, and then start bouncing back, and the Leafs let it roll to a dead stop at the 39-yard line. Sycamore has 61 yards to go in 2.5 minutes.
Right.
Leafs need to stop.
Big defensive series here for the Green Machine.
First couple plays, especially in the shotgun formation. Again, wide out in motion. They stack the left side, ball's up the middle, and he picks up about 5 right up the middle. Oh, they're going to give him, gosh, they're going to give him 7. They give him a couple rolls.
Oh, Sycamore does have 2 timeouts left, so they're not going to be afraid to run the ball a few times here, see what they can get.
Not when you can pick up 7 on the carry. You can run the ball a few times.
Right, 2 minutes to go in the second quarter here.
6-6 is the score. There's the ball handed off on the left side. That's going nowhere. That one was stuffed up big. Pischke in on that play. Peyton Clausen in on that play. Several bodies, several green jerseys on that play. Got to give Blake Langan some kudos here. The big boy got in on that one, smashed him. Oh, there's the shotgun formation, roll right. He's in trouble and he's down. He's sacked by the Leafs. On 3rd and 4, he's sacked for a loss. It's only a couple yard loss because he did roll out, but it's going to be 4th down and about 6.
That quarterback was rolling right, and Peyton Clausen came all the way from the other side of the defense to run him down. So there must have been some good coverage downfield that the quarterback didn't find anything to throw to, and just gave Peyton Clausen enough time. But what I really like about that is he didn't slow down. He didn't give up on it, thinking that the ball was going to be thrown. So nice job by Peyton. Now we take the timeout, try to preserve a couple seconds for our offense.
We got the timeout on the field taken by the Leafs, and the ball sits at the 43-yard line of Sycamore. They're going to punt it away to the Leafs, hoping for good field position, hoping for a break. Minute and 27 seconds left to go in the first half, and it's a 6-6 score.
Right, and you never know. Sycamore might feel like they've been doing a pretty good job with their defense the last couple series against the Leafs. You can't fall asleep on a fake punt here.
That's correct. The Leafs have not broke for the big play, and it would not be out of the question.
Right, because I mean, if they go for a fake punt, don't get a first down, Leafs still have to drive half the field.
That's always the danger of calling that timeout. You might give them time to set that thing up.
Nope, no fake punt.
No. There's a deep kick, fielded on the line drive by Olsen. Comes up to about the 25-yard line, picked up only about 5 on the return. Zach Olsen on the punt return.
Be interested to see what the Maple Leafs did here. You took a timeout.
I take that back. That was Mason Jones back there.
Be interested to see what the Maple Leafs do here. You took a timeout, thinking that you're going to at least get a couple plays, but you don't want to go 3 and out. Sycamore still has 2 timeouts left where they can stop the clock a couple times on you. We're
still in the first half here. Minute and 16 left. 6-6 the score. Maple Leafs have the football on their own 25-yard line. Here's a pitch out wide right. We run out of bounds about the 35-yard line.
Right, Zach Olsen.
Olsen the carry again.
On a rocket sweep. That's the one where the pitch ends up. Well behind the tackle, as opposed to the toss sweep where the pitch ends up behind the center, as opposed to the jet sweep which you're handing off. So very nice. Got out of bounds, stopped the clock, got 2nd and 2 with 1:11 left.
Gave up 5 seconds, gained 8 yards. Brooker under center. That ball's flipped back to the left side. He's got some running room on the left side. He's across midfield. He comes across the 45, 40. He's down about the 38-yard line. Is that Cosgrave? That's Billy Cosgrave on the far side.
Actually, that was Zach Olson again with that catch.
Was it really?
Yes. Yep.
Help me out here, Mitchie. Minute and 1 second left.
I was too busy enjoying the play.
The clock is running, 57 seconds, cooked down under a minute. But the Leafs have it in Sycamore territory. Brooker drops back to pass, rolls left. He's going to run out of bounds about the line of scrimmage and get nothing. But the clock stops at 48 seconds. Going to be 2nd and 10. That's
a good decision there. If you got nothing, the clock isn't your enemy right now. You got to get yardage, and by stopping the clock, you give yourself time to run a few more plays. Live to play another day.
So the Leaf set on the 38-yard line of Sycamore. It's not in field goal range by any stretch of the imagination here with 48 seconds left. They've got to gain some ground to get any points on the board. But they'd certainly like to have a big play and get 6.
Right.
Brooker drops back and he is sacked. We had a stunt and a miss. There was just nobody to pick him up. That's going to be sacked for a 7-yard loss. And the Leafs call their final timeout. Yep, the Leafs are going to call their final timeout with 39 seconds left to go.
Right, we had that linebacker sneaking up there, and we didn't see him and pulled out anyway. You got to, when that linebacker's coming, you've got to read that and stay home.
Well, the way he came through that line, you would think he stunk enough somebody would smell him, but they didn't know he was there. 39 seconds left to go here in a 6-6 game in the first half.
Right.
We get that out. We're in the first half of the game, and the Leafs have garnered 2 field goals. And the Spartans have got a kickoff return for a touchdown, and that's where we stand with a botched extra point.
Bag of tricks, or get what you can here, and then bag of tricks on the next play.
I don't know what you do on. You got to make sure there's no time left when you give them the football. Somehow or other, you got to make sure there's no time left.
Right.
If you go forward on 4th down, there better not be any time on the clock.
Right.
There's 39 seconds left here, so that might be a little early to be thinking about going for it on 4th down. Got a stunt here again. Somebody trying to pick him up. Brooker rolls out right, throws it deep. There's nobody. Oh, that was closer than I thought. They're going to get a little incidental contact, but they're going to get nothing. Beneke on the receiving end could not get his both hands on the football. He got one on it to make sure it wasn't intercepted. And I guess that was a good move.
Right, and at the punt it away here.
Only took 7 seconds. Yeah, I don't think you want to give it to him here. The ball sits at after the sack at the 46-yard line. It is Sycamore territory, but I don't think you want to give him the football there. Got to have a good snap, good kick. And here it is with the left foot, line drive. Received at the 15 and dropped, but picked up. And he's going to be taken down about the 25-6-yard line. A lot of action going on there, a lot of screaming and yelling, but no flags. Oh, there is a flag. There's a flag on the far side. We're down to the 20-second mark here in the first half. 6-6 score.
Usually is something there, a little extracurricular, maybe a face mask or something.
They're walking it back against.
Good.
Yeah, they're walking it back against Sycamore. But it's going to be a first down. It's going to be after the possession took place. So they are going to receive the football at the 11-yard line. They've only got 89 yards to go in 20 seconds, and the Leafs got to make sure that doesn't happen. It's a good possibility they're going to take a knee here and let this one run out. And that's what they'll do. So after an exciting first half, the Leafs had the football probably more times of possession. We're going to find out from our stat people.
Right.
But as the clock ticks down here on the first half, thanks for joining us today. At the end of one half, it's Geneseo 6, Sycamore 6. We'll be right back.
This TV 50 broadcast is sponsored in part by Hazelwood Homes, Geneseo Dairy Queen, Eric Henderson and Jolene Barnes of Country Financial, Turpins of Geneseo, Geneseo Communications, Central Bank, B&B Lawn Equipment and Cyclery, Vandemore Funeral Homes, Hammond Henry Hospital, ProTech Auto Body, Borac Pharmacy, Liberty Village, Farmers National Bank, Pink's Paint and Body, Edwards Ready Mix. Please thank our sponsors for their support of this TV 50 broadcast.
Geneseo High School, Maple West.
This TV 50 broadcast is sponsored in part by Hazelwood Homes, Geneseo Dairy Queen, Eric Henderson and Jolene Barnes of Country Financial, Turpins of Geneseo, Geneseo Communications, Central Bank, B&B Lawn Equipment and Cyclery, Vandemore Funeral Homes, Hammond Henry Hospital, ProTech Auto Body, Borac Pharmacy, Liberty Village, Farmers National Bank, Pink's Paint and Body, Edwards Ready Mix. Please thank our sponsors for their support of this TV 50 broadcast.
Okay, and we're ready to start the second half here. Thanks for joining us today here on TV 50. My name is Bob Pettit, along with Coach Pat Mitchell. Happy to bring you the game. And again, we appreciate it. We got a 6-6 game at the end of the first half. The Leafs are going to get the football here to open the second half. Sycamore is going to kick off. And again, we talked about the stats at halftime. The Leafs dominated the time of possession, but the scoreboard is what counts. The score is 6-6, and here's the kickoff. Leafs going to receive the ball deep, down about the 8-yard line. Swings out right. Comes around the right side. He's got a little running room. He's across the 30 to 35.
Mason Jones.
Mason Jones on the reception.
Yeah, he was able to get around the first edge that was set there and pick up another 10 yards. So that's a very nice return and sets up some decent field position at the Leafs 37-yard line.
He received that ball inside the 10. That's pretty close to a 30-yard return on the football. So Leafs start in good field position. And here we come with two wideouts right. Back in motion. And handed up the middle, and there's a big stack of people there with not much gain on the football. They're going to give him 2 yards.
Right, that's that jet sweep motion, something we've had, run the fullback up underneath is something we've had success with in the past. Those linebackers are just stepping up and getting inside of our guards, and our tackles, so we can't get to them. Got to figure out a way to get a body on them, get a hat on them.
So here we come up to the line of scrimmage, 2nd and 8. Brooker hands off on the side to Olsen. He cuts the corner around the left, and he picks up some running. He gets across the 45 to the first down yardage on the 47. maybe 48-yard line, they're going to give it to him, and that's a fresh set of downs for the Leafs.
Right, he stepped out of a tackle at about the 44 and able to get 4 more yards. Very nice, very nice. Looked like he had a wall of blockers there for a second, but one Sycamore guy was able to slow him down a little bit, but he was able to get through that tackle, pick up the first down.
It is that one man again to beat sometimes, and it would have been a lot bigger yardage, but it is a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10. Here comes the ball up the middle, and it's going to pick up about a yard again. That's going to be the fullback up the middle.
Well, I know the Sycamore linebacker, that number 40, has the ball, thinking it was a fumble, but the officials are calling it down.
And we have a momentarily injured Sycamore player that walks off the field on his own accord. He was, I think he laid on the ground just long enough that they told him to go away.
That forward momentum had stopped, so that's why they called him down.
2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 come the Leafs, right about midfield. Pitch left, pitch right. Here he comes across the 50, 45. It's Olsen. Picks up about 7.
Right, Zach just running as hard as he can to try to get to the edge and able to pick up about 5-6 yards.
Yeah, they're going to spot that ball at the 46-yard line, so they're going to give him 6 on the play.
Right.
3rd and 3.
They were
3rd and 4.
Sycamore just stringing that thing to the sidelines, forcing them out of bounds. They've kind of adjusted their defense a little bit too. Have got a nose guard in there, went to more of that 5-2 look.
3rd and 4. Handoff left side to Olsen. He pounds in, and he is stopped. He's not going to get the first down. Again, he is going to get. He's going to be a yard short. He's going to get to the 43-yard line. Needed to get to the 42 of Sycamore. The crowd's yelling, "Go for it!" Crowd yelling, "Go!" Coach Johnson's having a conversation with Beneke, and he sends in a play to Brooker. 10 minutes, so we're almost 2 minutes gone here in the second half. Leafs with a drive into Sycamore territory, 4th and 1. Brooker hands off to Olsen, and he is massacred on 4th down. Didn't even get a chance to receive the ball hardly and get caught in the backfield for a huge loss.
That's about the 3rd or 4th play in a row. Linebackers come untouched. We've got to figure out a way to get a hat on. Both of them are blitzing right away, and we don't get a piece of them that time. And that time it cost us a change of possession.
When you say untouched, you mean untouched. He was not. He didn't. Nobody even sniffed him going through, and it's like he was in the huddle. He knew what that play was. Smelled it out right now. McConkey drops back deep, throws it downfield. Is picked off by the Leafs. Here comes Olsen on the right side. He's coming down the right side over the first cross to 50. After turning it over on downs, the Leafs come back on 1st down. Intercept a tipped ball. It's Zach Olsen brings the ball back into Sycamore territory one more time, and here's that break.
Right, the ball was a little overthrown and tipped by the receiver. Olsen, very opportunistic. Right there, a little tip drill action, and here we go. Like you said, we just got that break again. We got to take advantage of it.
It's been a series of breaks for the Leafs, and they have semi-taken advantage. They've taken advantage to the tune of 3 points per, but this one here, obviously they'd like to pick up the 6. Brooker fakes. Here comes the counter on the backside. It's Pischke on the right side. He's picked up, nailed after a 2-yard gain. Once again, they try to trap on the right side and just didn't get much out of it. Pischke limping back. He got hit hard.
Well, we got one of the linebackers out of there that time with the motion. Like to see us turn that thing right back up the middle.
They
right
gave him a favorable spot on that play, so they're going to give him 3 on that. So 2nd and 7 inside Spartan territory. Here come the Leafs in that tight formation. It's pitched out left. Olsen, he's got a little bit of room. He cut up the middle, and he is stopped. It looked like it's a little bit of running room, but he's going to be tackled for right at the line of scrimmage. They're going to give it to him.
Right.
No gain.
their linebackers are just flying with our motion. Whichever way our motion's going, that's the way they're just taking off and running, and we're not able to turn that corner like many times we can, cut that up inside.
We are thanking them for these opportunities, these turnovers, and the gifts they've been giving us, but we are really not being rude at all. We're being very kind to them.
Timeout Leafs.
Good football team. Spartans are a good football team. Yeah, it's going to be timeout Leafs because this is a big play. They got an opportunity in great field position in Spartan territory. They turned the ball over to them, and we have got a total of 3.5 yards on the first 2 plays.
Well, while we got a second, I know we had a Little League football game here last night. And this is kind of our, haven't done this in a couple weeks, but Down on the Farm report. But Little League football game here last night. I believe it was the Packers over the Colts. And that ends Packer season. And then we got 2 more games coming up here on Sunday with 1:30 and 3 o'clock, I believe. And then the other games we've seen this week, the freshmen beat Ottawa on Monday right here. And last night, the 8th grades completed their seasons. Both ended up 5-3 with the Whites 14-6 winners over the Greens. So, season's winding down for some of the youngers.
Was that is that green-white game played straight up, Coach? Or did we want both teams to end up 5-3? I shouldn't ask that question. And Brooker drops back, rolls right, and he's going to be brought down for a huge loss back on the other side of the 50-yard line in Geneseo territory. They're going to spot him about the 40. Oh, they're going to have holding defensively.
Yeah, flag's right here. I can't imagine that'd be holding defense where the flag's at. That might be a holding offense. Maybe pointed the wrong way.
No.
The
Spartans are disgusted with the call.
Right.
So it doesn't appear to be a mistake.
Maybe it's a
They're gonna
personal foul.
Oh, it's personal foul.
Oh, wow. Helmet-to-helmet contact. Personal fouls, automatic first down.
Yeah, they're going to mark off. Where they stepping it from? It should have been a spot foul, wasn't it, or not?
Yes. Yep.
Okay, so that is going to be marched down to the 35-yard line of Sycamore.
Right.
And the Leafs now have a fresh set of downs, and they were in bad position with 4th and forever.
Right. 8:20 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Score still tied 6-6.
Leafs with the football in Spartan territory. There's a handoff. Again, counter motion again to Pischke, and he gets nowhere. Maybe picks up a yard. They're going to give him a yard on the play.
Right, we're having a little trouble sustaining blocks.
Yeah, they're able to maintain the line of scrimmage there on that opposite side motion. So here we go, Leafs. 2nd and 9. Again, the gift handed to them. Can they use it? Will they accept it? That ball's handed out to Olsen. He had some room on the left side. He got a nice little hole. He did not get the first down, but he got some good yardage. He's going to be down to the 27-yard line.
Tell you what, Sycamore's got 2 really active linebackers that just come flying. That was the backside linebacker. As soon as he saw the back across from him take off across the formation, he went right with him and was able to meet him on the other side of the
It looked like he had a big hole, didn't it? And all of a sudden it was close. They're going to spot it at the 28-yard line, so it's going to be 3rd and 3. 3rd and 3 pitched out right. He's got some running room out there and runs into his blocker. The blocker was shoved into the defensive end shoved the blocker into the running back and knocked him out of bounds.
Going to be 4th and short.
It is going to be 4th and short. The defensive player never touched the running back. The blocker was knocked into the running back, and it's going to be 4th and 2.
Kind of a big
on the 32-yard line. Yeah, kind of a big play.
Kind of a big play again. Lots of these this game.
We're just under 7 minutes to play in the 3rd quarter, and the score is 6-6. Leafs driving, but it's a big 4th and 2 play. They're going to hand that baby off on the left side. He's tripped up, and he's not going to make it. Looked like he lost his footing and slipped, but there was no hole there anyway. Actually lost a yard on the play. They're going to spot that thing on the 28-yard line. 1st and 10, Spartans.
Right, looks like he slipped. It'd have been close if he would have been able to make it or not.
Leafs received the football in Spartan territory, turn it over on downs at the 28, just cannot move the football. They got a 1st down on penalty, but that was all they got. We're under 7 minutes to go here in the 3rd quarter. Sycamore with the football, hand off the right side. He found a hole. He's squirming through, picks up about 9. Running back was number 2, Connor Smith. Pretty slick. Looked like they're going to hold him very close to a short gain, but he got 9 on the play. It's 2nd and 1. Out to about the 37-yard line. Their own 37. 6-6 the score. 6.5 minutes left to go in the 3rd quarter. Looked like some movement there. And that ball handed off on the left side. He's open. He's got some running room. He's across the 35-30, 25-20. It's going to be a heck of a tackle if he can get him. He's going to go into the end zone.
Simple belly 48. We got nobody there to take care of the second back through.
For the first time in the game, Sycamore Spartans take the lead. Score stands at 12-6 in favor of Sycamore with the extra point to come. Came off the left side. The pursuit was not what it needed to be.
Right. Had everybody barreling down on the fullback, and the wingback goes untouched.
As you were commenting earlier, their pursuit is really, really good, and we just did not cover the pursuit at all on that. Once he broke the line of scrimmage, there was just nobody to get it. Here's the extra point try, up, and good. That makes it 13-6. 6 minutes and 8 seconds left to go in the 3rd period. Sycamore, for the first time in the ball game, takes the lead.
Well, the question is, how are you going to respond? How are you going to respond?
Well, the Leafs have received the football in Spartan territory 3 times in the game and have 2 field goals to show for it. And I know when it's over, if that costs you, you always look back. But we got to give Sycamore a little bit of credit too. They're really playing pretty staunch defense when their backs to the wall. Leafs get to receive the ball deep. We have Zach Olson. Can't see the number over here, but I'm guessing.
Right.
We got Mason Jones on the left side.
Yep. That Sycamore drive was 2 plays, 72 yards. 63-yard touchdown run by Manuel Dominguez.
That's a short kick. There's a scrum. I can't even tell what happened. There's just bodies everywhere, Coach. But it looks like Geneseo is going to get the football at the 35-yard line, their own 35.
That was a squib kick picked up by Billy Cosgrave, just getting what he can. He picked up about the 29, got to the 37 or so.
Take that back. The air spot in the 37. And it's Leaf football, 1st and 10. And you are correct to see how they respond. This is where you find out what you're made out of. Are you tough enough to respond against a really good football team?
Right.
It's not an easy task.
You don't panic. You just got to figure out a way to get things done. Penalty on us.
No, when you're down.
I don't know what they're going to say.
They got too many people again.
Oh, off them. Oh my. I don't know. Offsides on Sycamore. Somebody's seeing something. Of course, they've got to. We don't have the angle to see that. I'm not sure. Who they're calling.
Somebody lined up offsides.
That's right. In high school football, once you're offsides, that's the end of the play. It's not like the NFL where you can jump back.
So once again, just a little gift wrap, 5-yard deal here, and it's off. Handoff on the left side. That's the fullback, and he's across the 47-yard line, just enough for the first down. They're going to move the chains.
All right, look like, look at 34 cross. You know, you get that linebacker flying on motion and run back up underneath him. You get the blocks there, and you get plays like that.
Once again, McAvoy with the football in a hard 5 yards. He's got the football again up the middle. He picks up another 5.
36 cross, the little bit of action at the play. Number 1 took a little punch at Billy Blazer, who had just pancaked him. Guys in the stripes didn't see it, but good play. 5-yard gain, 5.5 minutes to go. Leafs already got 1 first down on this series. Need a few more.
That play carried the ball across midfield. We got 5 minutes and 20 seconds left to go here in the third quarter. Leafs down by a touchdown and an extra point, 13-6. And they come up to the line of scrimmage at the 47 of Sycamore. 2nd and 5. Brooker under center. Back in motion, handoff up the middle of McAvoy again, and he's got another first down.
Another cross off of, this time off the jet motion. Instead of running up underneath the jet motion, run back against the jet motion. So we found something there.
All of a sudden it looks so easy, you wonder where it was before.
We're getting those.
Sometimes it's a matter of blocking.
Right, getting those linebackers moving a little bit and then running back up underneath them, it sure helps.
So the Leafs moving the football. Here they are down in Sycamore territory at the 42-yard line. 1st and 10. Brooker handing off up the middle, plowing the entire pile, trying to move again, but they're only going to pick up about a yard.
Right, that time the linebacker didn't go with the motion. He blitzed right up, right into the play. Shut everything down.
They only got to give him about a foot. So 2nd and 9 yards and 2 feet.
That's one
they
thing.
They don't use feet in the stats, do they?
No.
Up to the line of scrimmage come the Leafs. Once again in that tight formation, back in motion. Brooker drops back to pass, looks downfield, lobs it over, and it's intercepted by Sycamore. Threw it into a lot of traffic, a lot of white jerseys right there.
He just looked like he's trying to lob it over the defense, and you can't do that. One thing at the end of the play, it's hard to see, but they fumbled the ball at the end of the play, but it rolled out of bounds. That ball's on the ground right there, and then it rolled out of bounds. So hopefully we can respond to some adversity here.
After that interception, the ball was returned across the 50-yard line, so it's already into Green Machine territory at the 48-yard line. 48 yards for more score are the Sycamore Spartans. They'd obviously like to add to that lead. Leafs need to stop. Under center, it's McConkey, hands it off on the right side. Picks the hole, dishes and dashes. That's the running back number 2, Connor Smith. And he picks up about 7 on the gain. They're going to give him 6.
Need another break again. Need another break. Hopefully we can take advantage of it.
Or just some good hard-nosed defense.
Good defense, yep. Tighten it up.
That ball's handed off on the left side this time. Missed tackle at the line of scrimmage. It looked like he was going down, and he broke the tackle spin off. Picked up some good yardage across the 35-yard line down to the 34. And it's going to be 1st and 10 for Sycamore. 3 minutes and 10 seconds here in the third quarter.
Had him at the line of scrimmage, just went in with the shoulder, did not wrap him up.
It looked like he was going to go down, but he spun off, maintained his balance, and it's a first down, Spartans. There's a handoff on the right side, left side again. Here we go, across the 30, down to the 30, to the 24, 5, 6-yard line. See where he stops.
Right now, Sycamore is winning the battle at the line of scrimmage in the trenches.
27-yard line, the ball sits on 2nd and 3. for Sycamore. They are moving the ball at will, and you are correct. They're winning the battle of the trenches right now. They're getting a hole, and when we're not able to fill it. Up to the line of scrimmage, wide out right, wide out left. Shotgun formation. McConkey, the quarterback, starts to bark it out, and the whistle blown, and we're going to get a timeout, Sycamore. 2 minutes and 12 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Sycamore with a 7-point lead and driving.
Yeah, this is really their first sustained drive of the night, where they're getting a couple first downs back to back.
Well, their scores came at one in the first half on a return kickoff for a touchdown.
88 yards.
And the second one, a long run from scrimmage. So sustained drives have not been a part of their forte, but they've had turned the ball over to the Leafs a few times, and Leafs have just not unwrapped those gifts as well as they could. Got a couple field goals out of the opportunities.
All right, we definitely don't want to get 2 scores down to this team. It's evident that they're able to play some pretty good defense and make you take a lot of time off the clock to get it downfield. So 2 scores will make it really difficult to come back on. But so that means you got to take care of this series right now.
2nd and 2. At the 27-yard line of the Green Machine. So they're at the point where they better stiffen up soon. There's a snap, ball off the right side. He cuts left, cuts back against the grain. He's still running. He's still going down inside the 10, down to the 6-yard line, just like a dozer. He just kept running, bouncing it off like a pinball, bouncing off the green jerseys. Should have been tackled a few times, Coach.
Right, exactly. A couple times. Didn't really have a chance at the line of scrimmage that time, but
that's 1st and goal at the 8-yard line, and they are running at will right now. At least have got to have something big happen. Force a fumble, get a big stop. Dig down inside. There's a handoff up the middle. He picks up a couple down to the 6. That's a handoff to the fullback, just straight ahead.
Right, at this point, they're just trying to run it down our throats.
2nd goal on the 6-yard line. Clock ticking away here in the third quarter, down to 1 minute and 20. Yeah, down by 2 scores in the fourth quarter is going to be pretty tough. So they would really like to do something really miraculous here. Hit that running back and cough it up. There's a ball up the middle again. Pyle still moving, got right down to the goal line, but not in, no signal, but he's very close. There is no first down to be had here. It is, it's goal or nothing, but this is on the 1-yard line. Picked up 5 on the play.
This is a situation where your linemen, if they go on double go, big deal. It's only going to move the ball half a foot, you know. So don't be afraid to take a chance here, you know. Don't be afraid to take a chance and make a play. You can't sit there in your haunches. You got to go.
3rd and goal on the 1-yard line, and they did exactly that. We had a Leaf jump.
That's not
unless they can prove that
they get half the distance to the goal. It's not a first down. So you're going to set it up and put it right back down in the same spot, basically. First, you can keep doing that over and over.
It was probably on the 2-foot line, and now it's on the 1-foot line,
right.
It appears. Clock ticking away down to 25 seconds in the third quarter. So basically, Leafs with their backs to the wall here on the 1-foot line. 3rd down for the Spartans. Under center. Try it again, a long snap. That ball's handed off on the left side, and he walks in the end zone. Bounces off a would-be tackler, but really of no threat. And it's going to be a score for the Sycamore Spartans. There are no flags.
It's just belly 48. Nobody coming into C-gap.
7 seconds left to go here in the third quarter, and the Spartans go up by 2 touchdowns, awaiting the extra point. 19-6 as it stands. Sycamore trying to add that extra point to get it up to 20. come up to the line of scrimmage. Here's the snap, down, and it looks good. 20-6, 14-point lead for Sycamore here after the Leafs dominated the time of possession in the first half, but ended up with a 6-6 score. It's been all Spartans here in the second half with 2 touchdowns.
All right, that series for Sycamore, 7 plays, 48 yards in 3 minutes, 44 seconds, ending in a 1-yard touchdown run by Emmanuel Dominguez, making the score 20-6 with 7 seconds to go in the third quarter. So we'll see what we can get on this kick return here. Maybe it'd be nice to see if we could break one and make things a little more easier in the fourth quarter. But, you know, you got to find out. We're going to find out what we're made of. You still can't go and try to do things that you're not capable of doing. You've got to just go play your game, do your job. But because if you try to do more than what you're capable of doing, you're leaving somebody else hang out to dry, and you're leaving some type of opening somewhere. But that happens sometimes when you get into panic mode.
So Sycamore ready to kick here after the touchdown. And the kick is off. It's a squibber. Received, kind of fumbled at the 25-yard line, running across the 30, trying to get wide, cuts up the middle. Does a lot of lateral running, but it's not going to get a lot of forward running, but it's going to bring it up to about the 33-yard line. The Leafs are going to start from there, and that is the end.
Sorry. I was going to say, it's Billy Cosgrave again there, picked up at the 25 and got about 8 or 9, looks like 9 yards out of it.
And that's going to be the end of the third quarter here at Bob Reed Field. At the end of 3, it is Geneseo 6, Sycamore Spartans 20.
This TV 50 broadcast is sponsored in part by Hazelwood Homes, Geneseo Dairy Queen, Eric Henderson and Jolene Barnes of Country Financial, Turpins of Geneseo, Geneseo Communications, Central Bank, B&B Lawn Equipment and Cyclery, Vandemore Funeral Homes, Hammond Henry Hospital, ProTech Auto Body, Borac Pharmacy, Liberty Village, Farmers National Bank, Pink's Paint and Body, Edwards Ready Mix. Please thank our sponsors for their support of this TV 50 broadcast.
And we're back for the fourth quarter here at Bob Reed Field. Geneseo Maple Leafs playing the Sycamore Spartans. My name is Bob Pettit along with Pat Mitchell. And the third quarter was not kind to the Leafs. Leafs received the football here to open the fourth quarter, but they are down by 14. Handoff to the right side is Pischke. Drives across to the 35, down to about the 38-yard line.
A little misdirection there. Once again, trying to get those linebackers out of there.
And 2nd and 6 come the Leafs. Had a nice drive on that last possession, but stalled it out. And the Leafs go to pitch wide. Brooker rolls right, pitches it out. Defense, a lot of action over there. Everybody's going ooh and ah, but the ball hits the ground. It's going to just be an incomplete pass.
No, you got flagged down. Probably going to be some type of defensive holding. And actually, it was almost picked off. Looked like the defensive back there had it in his hands, but dropped it on his way down. But flag there.
Once again, Coach, a lot more white jerseys than green jerseys over there.
Right.
Dangerous pass, but Leafs are going to get the benefit of that again. Once again, the penalties have been in favor of the Leafs. They've been getting a few gifts in that regard. Just need to capitalize here. This is one they want to get. The ball moves up to the 48-yard line as they approach midfield, and a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10. Brooker under center. And that ball on the left side Just across midfield goes Zach Olson. He picks up about 4 on the play. They're going to spot it at the 47-yard line.
All right, just one man right there. One man making that tackle.
It's been the story of the night over there on that play. They're very sure-handed tacklers.
Right.
Because that one guy is doing a nice job no matter who he is.
All right, had a linebacker coming free.
Brooker drops back. He drops deep, looks deep, throws it deep. That ball's up in the air, and it is off of 2 players' hands. First off the defender, and then off the intended receiver. Just couldn't be handled, and Leafs have going to be 3rd and 6.
All right, a little 48 bootleg throwback. Yeah, they well covered by the defense, and almost like they're playing zone. The guy who had the deep middle here, deep third here, just stayed home. He wasn't fooled.
That was intended for Zach Olson. Once again, Brooker drops back, rolls right. He's pursued, throws it downfield, and it's only white jerseys again. A lot of white jerseys in the field. Was not the intended receiver, did not have much of a chance for it. But the white jerseys were plentiful. They are their coverage is. How can have they got more than 11? How can they have 5 guys on the pass and still have a rush?
Right.
But they have. So it's going to be 4th and 6, and the Leafs are going to have to give up the football or come up with a big play.
Come up with a big play.
They are going to go for it on 4th and 6 at the 48-yard line of Sycamore. Brooker in shotgun formation. He rolls out right, looks downfield, had a man, slips. He's going to go down for a big loss at the 45-yard line of Geneseo. Going to be turned over on downs, and that could be a crushing blow.
That's going to make it difficult to overcome here. Overcome a 14-point deficit.
You know, we had a little snow today and a little drizzle today, and the field is probably damp. Even though it's turf, probably damp out there. He had a hard time getting his footing, and it's just a tough play as he rolled out and tried to stop. Never did regain good footing and went down. The ball is going to be spotted at the 46-yard line of Geneseo as the Spartans take over, 1st and 10. 10:37 left to go here in the ball game. Leafs down by 14. There's the ball handed off on the left side up the middle. Picks up nice yardage. Going to pick up about 5 on 1st down.
All right, defense is going to have to do something special here on this series. They've got to get a turnover, or at the least a stop somewhere along this series.
Giving up 5 yards on 1st down is really not a good
not a good
part
recipe.
of their recipe. Yeah. They're mixing and stirring before they add the ingredients here. Player in motion left. They load the left side. Shotgun formation, handed off on the left side. Wiggles around, cuts back to the right, dives forward for a 1st down. And they're going to give him a 1st down across the 35-yard line. It's going to be 1st and 10, Sycamore. And they're moving the football. Ball at the 34-yard line of Geneseo. And like you said, Coach, if they don't get a stop here, Katie bar the door. Back in motion, handed off on the left side, sweep left again. Just off the left tackle, and he's going to pick up a couple.
All right, little belly 48 action. We had a
little better coverage.
A lot better coverage. That time had somebody manning C gap and taking care of the second back through. Peyton Clausen there on that tackle. 9-10 and counting here in the 4th quarter. Leafs down by 14.
Peyton Clausen having a hard time getting up from that one, actually, and he's limping around a little bit, but he shakes it off. Here's a play by Sycamore. Goes for, kept by the quarterback, goes for about a yard gain. It's going to be 3rd.
Just about had him for a yard loss.
Yeah, but he's going to get just back to the line of scrimmage. It's going to be 3rd and 8. So this is the best opportunity the Leafs have had for a stop in a while. It is 4 down territory, of course, so they need to not give up a lot of yardage here on third. Under center. McConkey hands the ball off again to Smith. He's got down to the down to the 20-yard line for the first down. Connor Smith with the football squeaks his way through the line of scrimmage, and again, just not a sure handling on the tackling. He just squeezed through. It looked like he could have been tackled earlier in the play. Just wasn't able to wrap. Gets over the 20-yard line down to the 19. So red zone defense.
2 set of downs.
This has a lot to say about the season right here. Leafs stand at 4-3 and would really like not to go to 4-4. Fullback up the middle, drives all the way down to the 5-yard line, hangs onto the football. And it's going to be another first down for Sycamore. They're running at will. They're opening up holes at the line of scrimmage, and once they get through the line of scrimmage, we're just not getting the tackling done.
Right, we're coming in, our head's going, the first guy who has contact heads down into the ground and just hitting with the shoulder, not wrapping up. Need a goal line stand.
Running backs on teams as good as this don't go down that way. So it's first and goal at the 5 for the Spartans. Running back in motion, handoff up the middle, and he's going in for the score.
Little 48 belly, second back.
Hit right at the goal line, but it was too late. The ball had crossed the line of scrimmage, and it's going to be touchdown Spartans. That stretches the lead to 20 points here in the fourth quarter. 7 minutes and 38 seconds left to go in the game. Score stands at 26-6, and an extra point attempt coming by Sycamore. Sycamore up to the line of scrimmage. The snap is good. Kick is up, right down the middle. 27-6, a 21-point lead for Sycamore, and it's an uphill battle for the Leafs. Their passing game in the second half has really not been very fruitful, Coach.
No, now we're at a situation where you got to play with a little pride now. Playing for some, it's going to be really hard to overcome 3 scores with only 7:38 to go in the ball game. So find a little pride here. Got to dig down deep and at least finish senior night here on a positive note going into next week, where you absolutely now, if you don't have some type of a miracle here, now next week becomes a do or die. It becomes a legitimate playoff game. So, but that series was 7 plays for 46 yards, 2 minutes 59 seconds, and Manuel Dominguez with his 3rd touchdown. This time it's 5 yards, making the score Sycamore 27, Geneseo 6.
Sycamore Spartans kicked off to open the second half and have been doing it with regularity here. It seemed to be kind of commonplace here in the second half, scoring 21 points to none for the Leafs here after a 6-6 tie at halftime. 7 minutes, 38 seconds left to go in this game. The Leafs down by 21. Have an uphill battle ahead. It's a squib kick. Better jump on that one. That's number 53. Joseph McConnell falls on that ball.
Nice
It was bouncing around and come down to the 33-yard line of Geneseo, and he had nothing to do but fall on it. Don't try to advance that one.
Yeah, you betcha. Nice job, Joe, there. It looked like it hit somebody in the front row to start with.
It did, and that's what made it squib all the more.
Right.
Made it very dangerous. So here come the Leafs. First and goal at the 33-yard line. Shotgun formation for Brooker. He looks left, and it's intercepted on the very first play. That's number 12, Jason Hayes from Sycamore. Stepped in front of that pass, looked like a easy little pass to the left side. Sycamore defender Hayes steps in front of it, and it's one and done for the Leafs. Spartans take over possession at the 39-yard line of Geneseo. That makes that mountain steeper.
Big time.
It's as if it wasn't steep enough. you can kind of see the air coming, kind of falling out of their sails here. Leafs, again, as you said, Coach, you got to try to play for pride here. You got to suck it up here and really, really try to get some stops here. You know, they haven't put the ball up a lot lately. They've just been running over people, and you kind of almost have to expect that's what they're going to try to do.
Oh, sure. You know, and when teams do that, it can be kind of demoralizing. I mean, basically what Sycamore is doing to us is what we like to do to other teams. We didn't have Sycamore didn't have a very good first half, and then you come out and, hey, you're still tied, and then they come out and just run the ball at us. But Geneseo normally likes to do that themselves. And if you don't play well, that's okay. You're still in the ball game, and then let's just eat up clock and run it right at them. But we're not able to respond tonight to adversity, and hopefully, like I said, the seniors can go out on some type of positive note. Somehow you got to come out on a positive note from this game going into next week's, really a playoff game.
So there's a timeout. As a timeout on the field, the Sycamore Spartans come back to address the football. 1st and 10 on the 39-yard line of Geneseo. McConkey under center, drops back, pitches left. Running back wide, just too big of a hole. Couldn't stop him. Picks up about 4.
Right.
Moves it down to the 35.
You got about 7 minutes, 15 seconds to go in the fourth quarter here. Plays, you kind of said it. The plays need to be made at the line of scrimmage, and we just haven't had enough of those tonight.
Clock ticking down to 7 minutes left to go in the game, and a 21-point deficit, and Sycamore has the football with a 21-point lead. McConkey again under center, hands it off right up the middle, picks away a little bit, dances, he finds an opening, he runs across down to the 20, finally gets taken down right about the 20-yard line. Only needed to get to the 29 for a first down, and he picked up an extra 9 on top of that. And again, Leafs are just getting outplayed right now. You know, I'm sure they're worn down a little bit.
That run, if we got any of our young running backs watching that was a very nice run. He got in behind his lineman and just kind of hid behind his lineman instead of automatically jumping out right or left. He hid behind his lineman until the hole opened up, and was able to break free.
Which is what they've been doing on their kickoff returns very well. The ball off left tackle, again, picks up about 5. Just too big of a hole one more time. The Spartans are winning the line of scrimmage.
Right, they're stepping, the running back stepping into the hole and then doing a little jump, like a basketball jump stop, and making sure there's no contact at the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 6. Come the Spartans to the line of scrimmage. Got all the momentum in the world. They got all the confidence and momentum going on their side. It would take something miraculous to turn this momentum, but momentum is a phenomenal thing. Handoff on the right side, crosses the 15-yard line, but he's taken down for only about a yard gain.
That's funny you say that about momentum. We've been talking about that. How do you measure that? How do you measure momentum? You can't measure it, but you know it is.
You can sure see it.
You can sure see it, and that's definitely happened here tonight.
And you can feel it. You can just feel it when it sucks it out of you and you don't have it, and you can feel it when you do have it. You just feel like you can conquer the world. And yeah, I don't know if you can measure it, but what I'm trying to figure out is how you bottle it.
Right.
And open that can when you need it. There's a drop back, deep wide open in the end zone. Pass, touchdown, Sycamore. Quarterback McConkey rolled out left. Man wide open by 10 yards in the end zone. Obviously, they've been running over us, so we had to stack the box. And he was just flat out wide open. Just had to lob it over the top of the defense. Nobody near him. 33-6. It kind of looks like the Moline game as far as this season goes. It looked like it was going to be a game, and then all of a sudden it wasn't. It just got away from us.
This is a Sycamore team that's been able to take advantage of our mistakes and the same can't be true for us.
Here's the extra point attempt. Snap sort of fumbled, but it was recovered, put it back down, and it's good. That's another 7-point tacked on to the lead. 4 minutes and 51 seconds left to go in this ball game. 34-6, the Leafs are down. And you're right, Coach, it's going to boil down to next week. Barring an incredible miracle, the Leafs are going to go to 4-4. You've been talking about those seniors all night. Maybe we talk about, maybe name a few. Do you want to talk about the seniors? You know these guys quite well.
Sure, yeah. There's a couple that have come, joined the program. Didn't play 8th grade football, but you got number 2, Alex Walker, playing his last home game. Number 5, Jaron Brooker. Number 20, Billy Cosgraves. 22, Zach Olson. 25, Colton Pischke, all playing their last home game here this year. 30, Carson Kokik, kind of the newest member to the squad. Alex McAvoy, 31's a senior. Peyton Clausen. Josh Beath, the major contributors, Noah Coughlin, Blake Langen, Jacob Winslow, Billy Blazer, Zach Wilson, Augie Schmidt, and Eric Stenzel.
Again, a lot of really significant contributors there. Kickoff is handled and fumbled. Again, spinning loose, trying to create something a little bit more than you need. Could not go down with the football in his hands. Fumbled the football, and it's going to be Sycamore football in Geneseo territory again on the 28-yard line. And anything that can go wrong
in the second half
will go wrong here the second half, because again, when that momentum is beating on your head, for some reason you just always have a big headache, and you just can't seem to figure out how to turn that around.
All right, looks like we're going to get some fresh bodies in there to finish out this this game. Hopefully Sycamore will do the same. Maybe if there's some seniors who haven't had a chance to get on the field tonight, maybe they can get out there, get a couple minutes in. So it looks like it's happening down there.
4 minutes and 44 seconds left to go in the game. The Leafs down by 28 at 34-6, and they just fumbled the kickoff return, gave Sycamore the ball back at the 28-yard line, 28 yards from more score. It'd be interesting to see if they actually try to take it in. Now, if they put reserves in there and they are able to take it in, that's fine.
Right.
We'll see what happens. I've always had a concern with putting fresh bodies in there and telling them not to play.
Nope. Yep. Got to play. I'd see a couple. We talked about Eric Senzo earlier. He's in the ball game now. Tyler Whipple, I saw go in the ball game. Jake McConnell.
But the Spartans do have still a lot of starters, including their quarterback McConkey. Received the ball, hand that ball off up the middle, and it's going to go for about 8.
Blake Stotler makes the field. Kane Miller's out there. Alex Walker, I saw get out there. Augie Schmidt. Jacob McConnell comes in. Joe McConnell's in. I know I'm missing a couple here.
Well, okay, now they got fresh quarterback in. No, yep, it is. It's 15. Take that back.
Ryland Coons coming in the ball game.
So Sycamore getting some new people in there as well.
65.
Ball on the 15-yard line of Geneseo. 1st and 10 Spartans. 34-6 is the score. 3 minutes and 45 seconds left to go here in this game. In the second, it was 6-6 at half, and the second half had been all Sycamore. Fumbled snap. Quarterback scrambles, try to get some ground, and he does. He picks up a big gain of about 5 after the fumbled snap. Nope. Again, you talked about that on kickoff return. Sometimes that fumble just throws everybody out of their lanes.
Exactly.
And there was no balanced coverage on that. He just found a slot.
Right. The quarterback, he didn't panic. He just picked the ball up and do what you can.
Yeah, they're going to give him about 6. Going to be 2nd and 4. Just across the 10-yard, inside the 10-yard line. Sycamore can get a first down without getting a touchdown. Clock ticking away, 3 minutes and 50 seconds. They do have reserves in, so they may try to score as opposed.
Offense, 5-yard penalty, second down.
Five-yard penalty against Sycamore moves the ball back to the 14-yard line, 2nd and 9.
Penalty moves it back 5. It's now 2nd and 9 for the Spartans.
65, my only guess is there's a sophomore 65, Andrew Calabria. That could be him in there.
Again, some of the people getting their last opportunity. There's a handoff on the right side, just off the right tackle. That ball, he's churning his legs down across the 5-yard line into first down territory. They're going to move the chains. They're going to be 1st and goal at the 4 for Sycamore. This group of second-tier elites are going to get some experience, whether they want it or not. They're going to have to try to stiffen up here, see if they can keep Spartans out of the end zone. 2 minutes and 20 seconds left to go here in this ball game. Sycamore trying to score again with a 28-point lead, 34-6, trying to score from the 4-yard line, 1st and goal. Sycamore up to the line. And he does take a knee. Take that back. They aren't going to try to score unless they do it on this play.
Right.
Ball at the 5-yard line. 2nd down. They're going to let that clock run as far as it'll go. Minute 52, minute 50.
Yeah,
play clock is really slow starting. Not exactly sure why they're not winding that.
Or it's frozen at 24.
They must be.
Well, if that's the case, then you just run it from the back judge on the field.
He needs to be. Yep, I'm not sure what it is. But anyway, clock is ticking down. Minute and 23. It's clicking down to the final. Oh, they took the delay of game. They really didn't care.
That's very gracious of Coach Ryan over there.
It is. At first it looked as though they were going to go ahead and take it in, but it's going to be. They're going to run the clock out here. Appears 34-6 is going to be the final score unless something crazy happens here. And the play clock is running now at 15-14. They are going to snap this football, and he's going to take a knee.
Yeah, I don't know what's up. That clock was stopped for quite a while. Well, we didn't get it done on senior night.
Did not.
We're going to have to take care of business up in DeKalb if we want the season to continue.
You would like to done the deed here to get that 5th win at home, but it's always tougher on the road. Last year, with our backs to the wall against Morris, we were able to get that one at home. Getting one at DeKalb might be a little tougher, but there's nothing impossible.
Right. Correct.
I wouldn't say it's any bigger of a task than beating Morris last year.
Right.
That was quite a task that was accomplished by the Leafs last year. So here we stand at 36 seconds. We got another delay, and they're going to take one more knee, and that should run it out. I wouldn't imagine they would set the clock at anything over 30 seconds after this knee. So they'll let it click down inside 25 seconds before they set the clock again, you would think. Yep, there you go. So that'll be the last play of the ball game. Coach, comments?
Well, like we just talked about a second ago, it's a sad way for the seniors to go out on senior night. However, you got a chance next week to to continue the season. You know, like you said a second ago, you sure would like to see that here. But this game was 6-6 at halftime, and we had opportunities and we weren't able to take advantage of them. I would say most of the breaks went our way. Penalty-wise, I don't know what the final stat is on that, but got to figure out a way to get it done next week. Need a good week of practice, and hopefully you can go on the road and surprise a lot of people next week.
Let's mention these seniors one more time here on senior night at Bob Reed Field. Number 2, Alex Walker. Number 5, Jaron Brooker. Number 20, Billy Cosgrave. 22, Zach Olson. 25, Colton Pischke. 30, Carson Kokett. Number 31, Alex McAvoy. Number 45, Peyton Clausen. 54, Josh Beef. 61, Noah Coughlin. Number 12, Blake Langan. Number 12. Number 68, Blake Langan. Number 71, Jacob Winslow. Number 76, Billy Blazer. Number 81, Zach Wilson. Number 84, Augie Schmidt. And number 88, Eric Stenzel. Congratulations to those seniors on fine careers here at Bob Reed Field. They are not done, but they're just done here, like you said, unless a playoff situation happens. So on senior night, we wanted to recognize them. And it was, second half was all Sycamore. Had a nice 6-6 tie at half, but it was just all Sycamore in the second half.
Right. I mean, it's Sycamore was able to run, kind of run. I won't say run at will, but we weren't able to stop their run game, and somehow, this week you figure out a way to take care of DeKalb next week. Do have some stats here individually. If you want to look at Geneseo individually, Zach Olson ended up being the rushing yard leader. He had 16 carries for 50 tough yards. Alex McAvoy, 16 carries for 45 yards. Colton Pischke, 9 carries for 19 yards. Jaron Brooker, the quarterback, had 4 for negative 15. Of course, that included a couple sacks. Throwing-wise, we were 3 of 12. With for 52 yards, and that was 2 interceptions. So that means we were 0 for 4 in the second half. But the receptions: Billy Cosgrave 2 for 24 yards, Zach Olson 1 for 28 yards. The team total for Geneseo: 11 first downs, 45 carries, 99 yards. That's well below the season average. 3 passes, 12 out of 12 attempts, 52 yards, 151 total yards. 1 fumble lost. That was on the kickoff late in the game. 3 penalties for 15 yards and 23 minutes, almost 24 minutes in time of possession. Sycamore and their team stats ended up with 14 first downs, 41 carries, 278 yards. Of course, a number of those came on a long 62-yard run for a touchdown. 2 passes completed among 16 attempts, 19 yards for a total of 297 yards. 1 fumble lost. Penalties, they had 10 penalties for 80 yards, and they also had close to 24 minutes, so they really closed the gap. Sycamore did in the second half on time possession. Well,
disappointing game, but we got beat by a very good football team. We have to acknowledge that.
No question. Tonight they were a better team. We had opportunities, just not quite able to take advantage of them. Hopefully we get those opportunities next week as well, and we can take advantage.
That's going to wrap it up for tonight. We want to be sure and thank Kim Kennett with WGRG 100.5 FM. Willis Andel and Parker Prohaska over there on the stats that provide those stats for us. Ron Hartman at Geneseo Communications. And, of course, our boss, the technical coordinator, Keith Kennett. My name is Bob Pettit, and I thank you, Coach Pat Mitchell, for letting me tag along. Lauren Lemke should be back next week. The final tonight, Sycamore 30.
They turned the scoreboard off early, so that's
4.
That's a good thing.
It was 20 points. I do the math. Sycamore 34, Geneseo 6. Thanks for joining us tonight. Hope you join us next week.
Ladies and gentlemen, tonight is a senior night here at Bob Reed Field. We'd like to take a few minutes between our games to recognize our seniors and their parents. And thanks to the parents for the late meals after those long practices, encouragement, and travel to away competitions, and being there to help support and cheer their son or daughter. Also thanks to the seniors for all their hard work, dedication, and leadership here at Geneseo High School. First up, we'd like to start with this year's senior football players. Wearing number 2, Alex Walker, son of Drew and Heather DeBrock. Number 5, Jaron Brooker, son of Steve and Jeanne Brooker. Number 20, Billy Cosgrave, son of Sally and Joe Cosgrave. Number 22, Zach Olson, son of Dan and Carlin Olson. Number 25, Colton Pischke, son of Melissa and Mark Pischke. Number 30, Carson Coquette, son of Scott and Julie Coquette. Number 31, Alex McAvoy, son of Jeff and Holly McAvoy. Number 45, Peyton Clausen, son of Chad and Maggie Clausen. Number 54, Josh Beef, son of Tony and Missy Beef. Number 61, Noah Coughlin, son of Ann and Steve Coughlin. Number 68, Blake Langen, son of Mike and Tara Langen. Number 71, Jacob Winslow, son of Beth and Kevin Winslow. Number 76, Billy Blazer, son of Amy and Scott Blazer. Number 81, Zach Wilson, son of Matthew and Tricia Wilson. Number 84, Augie Schmidt, son of Dan and Dawn Schmidt. And number 88, Eric Stenzel, son of Jason and Karen Stenzel. And our student trainer, Caitlin Rosito, daughter of Brandy Robinson and Teresa Miller. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the 2018 senior football players and student trainers. Please give them a huge round of applause for these seniors and their parents as they now exit the football field. First, let's meet the senior cheerleaders. First up is Kayla Anderson, Roseanne and Chris Anderson. Kristen Cataline, daughter of Kim Cataline and Mike Cataline. And Madison Winkett, daughter of Melody Moore and Dennis Johnson. And let's meet our senior Maplet, Skylar Timbrook, daughter of Tom and Marta Timbrook and Angie Setzer Timbrook. And now for this year's senior band members. Alexandria Adamson, daughter of Jim and Stephanie Adamson. Sydney Bellinger, daughter of Jennifer Bellinger and Gerald Weir. Caroline Berggren, daughter of Ann and Wendell Calder. Charles Cathcart, son of Sean and Colleen Cathcart. Noah Coughlin, son of Steve and Ann Coughlin. Emily Dowell, daughter of David and Wendy Dowell. Peyton Duncan, daughter of Brandon Duncan and Michelle Duncan, escorted tonight by her aunts Andrea Wolf and Heather Calloway. Megan Holybolt, daughter of Kevin and Tina Holybolt. Emma Ibanez, daughter of Michelle Nolan. Braylon Lentz, daughter of Todd and Brenda Lentz. Shane Levens, son of Dean and Amanda Levens. Jacob Loyce, son of John and Julie Loyce. Brady Lovig, son of Brian and Amy Lovig. Adam Nyquist, son of Todd and Emily Nyquist. Laura Plumley, daughter of Marshall and Valerie Plumley. Julia Poole, daughter of David and Tina Poole. Jeremy Ryder, son of Joseph and Tammy Ryder. Abigail Sandlin, daughter of Tim and Chris Sandlin. William Shale, son of Cheryl and Chris Shale. Diane Shearer, daughter of Steve and Jane Shearer. Noah Schmedding, son of Jim and Jennifer Schmedding. Amanda Size, daughter of Derek and Ann Size. Tori Townsend, daughter of Michael and Wendy Townsend. And our last band member, Bailey Winfrey, daughter of James and Randy Winfrey. Please give these senior cheerleaders, Maplettes, and marching band members and their parents a big round of applause as they now leave the football field. This concludes the senior night introductions. Let's give all of our seniors and their parents one more huge round of applause. Well done, seniors. Well done.